The Story of Slayyyter. Slayyyter, like her idols Britney Spears, Heidi, Montag, and Lady Gaga, likes to keep a certain mystery around her. When she does talk about her past, it's usually to help her paint the image she wants us to see. However, we do know the basic story of Catherine Slater, born on September 17, 1996 in Kirkwood, Missouri, a small suburb of St. Louis where she has kind of lived her whole life, until 2019 when she finally executed her long-planned move to LA. Slater was born to middle-class parents who sent her to a private grade school as a child. It was 2001 and Britney was the name on everyone's lips. Slater was obsessed. As a child, she attended the Dream Within a Dream tour, which she says awakened her childhood pop star dreams. It was also on this tour that Slater's pop star in the rain fantasies manifested, which she would finally materialize in her new music video, Troubled Paradise. Before Slater was involved with any type of music, she was a dancer, dancing along to Britney and Destiny's Child music videos when she was 5, saying, "Seeing dance routines and performances really sparked something inside me, so much that I would practice what I would see on TV. I would pretend I was Britney Spears and learn her dances and everything." She was also obsessed with Disney Channel music, the Cheetah Girls, Hannah Montana, and Hilary Duff. She worshipped Hilary Duff. Even though she loved Britney Spears and other pop stars as a child, she only became obsessed with pop culture and its scandals in 2007, saying, "Around that time of 2007 and 2008, I was older and reading Perez Hilton even though I wasn't supposed to. Everyone was just obsessed with who was getting DUIs and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just so fascinating to me." However, her breakthrough moment in realizing her pop star ambitions came when she first discovered Lady Gaga in 2008 and bought her first CD ever, The Fame. Even though everyone in her class thought Lady Gaga was a freak, Slater was in love and became absolutely enthralled with pop music and all of its frills after listening to Gaga's music. To quote, "I am such a fan of Gaga and so grateful that she really started it for me." She became particularly obsessed with the paparazzi music videos, saying, "There's nothing as iconic anymore." The music video also inspired her dedication to choreography, which you can see in the new Troubled Paradise music video, as she thought that the extra level of choreography took the music to the next level. When Slater became a teenager, her parents couldn't afford the private schools anymore, so they sent her to a public school, Kirkwood High. This move would turn out to be incredibly important in the development of Slater's music, as at Kirkwood High, she was able to access great singing lessons for free by joining the middle school choir. Then, in high school, she auditioned for the a cappella choir and got in to her surprise. From there on in, everything became about music, and every day Slater was involved with some kind of music practice, songwriting, practicing guitar and piano. She also came from quite a musical family, so was always surrounded by music everywhere she went. To improve her songwriting, she used to study Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift songs and says that she takes a lot of inspiration from the way they write and create song structures. Slater estimates that she wrote over 300 songs before she released her debut single. To improve her singing, she used to imitate early Lady Gaga when she sounded like Gwen Stefani, but tried to add more inflections of a tacky 2007 flashy pop girl. Before she left high school, Slater's life was changed one more time when she discovered Heidi Montag, one of her greatest inspirations, who shaped her idea of what it meant to be a pop star. Saying in an interview with Rolling Stone, "I love the flop pop stars of that time period, like Heidi Montag's pop career," she says. "It inspired me to make tacky songs that are just fun." When she left high school, Slater's mum told her, "Music is probably not going to work out, so please go to college." Slater didn't want to go, but to appease her mother and sister, she enrolled as an undeclared student in Missouri University and joined her sister's sorority, but only as a legacy because her grades were so bad. Immediately, Slater hated the experience, saying, "It was a terrible time. I was so unhappy trying to be like the sorority girls. It wasn't just their interests, but their politics. I couldn't be in that culture for very long." Slater became depressed and started skipping classes to stay in her room and listen to underground SoundCloud music, like Sophie. At the time, she hadn't made music for quite a while, but when her roommate moved out, she decided to start writing again. She would sit under her bunk bed and record her first songs on GarageBand over 3 beats that she would find or had made. Slater has called this time a very expensive experiment. After 1 year, Slater dropped out and started waitressing at a local sushi restaurant. In her free time, she began writing songs over 80s-inspired lo-fi beats she found online. None of her songs found any success, and after a year, in the summer of 2018, her boyfriend at the time broke up with her, saying, "When I met you, you wanted to be this big star. Now all we do is lay around and you're not really doing anything." Following the breakup, she took a trip to Las Vegas with her mother, where she did a lot of crying and decided to get serious about her music career. She quit her job as a waitress and started a new position as a receptionist at a hair salon. She also changed her name from Slater to Slayyyter as she wanted to fully claim her username on all social media platforms. Around this time, while on Twitter, someone DM'd her and told her she looked like a blonde Aisha erotica. She didn't know who Aisha was at the time, before she had the coolest name ever, so she looked her up, listened to hardcore anal banging, and was immediately blown away. And Aisha responded with the unfinished demo for BFF. She wrote her verse, uploaded the song, and didn't think more of it. The song slowly started to grow on Star and Twitter, where people would use it for edits, and would eventually become Slater's breakout hit after being featured on Charli XCX's new music playlist. After BFF, 7 singles were independently released in 2018, all which helped to grow Slater's profile. Then, in 2019, after a snippet had reached over 200,000 views on Twitter, Mine was released on Valentine's Day and in less than 24 hours reached number 38 on the iTunes pop chart in the United States. Following the success of Mine, Slater released Daddy AF, her first ever high-budget music video under a record label, which would be featured on her self-titled debut mixtape, released on September 17th, the same day as her birthday. However, Slater's career was temporarily derailed when, on the 26th of December 2019, screenshots of racist tweets came out from Slater's old One Direction / Fifth Harmony Stan account. She dropped off the internet for a while and then released a handwritten apology saying that she would donate some of her CD and vinyl sales to organizations that supported black members of the LGBTQ community. It seems that most people have moved on from this situation or just moved on from her entirely. On the 22nd of January 2021, Slater released the lead single Troubled Paradise from her upcoming debut album of the same name. It has a throwback 80s dance sound with influences of 2000s pop, all reinvented with a modern, sharp hyperpop twist. Let me know how much you knew about Slater's story down below. And before I go, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel for more videos like this and like the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.